Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited for today's video. I'm going to be updating you. It's my first update in my like non-makeup project pan. So I told you guys, I think in the introduction of this project, that by the end of the year or like very beginning of 2026, I will be moving. Need to move. So I want to get through as many just like lingering products as possible so that I don't have to be moving as much. So I started this project, I think I had a list of 29 items. I will admittedly say I haven't like done a great job of like marking everything. I don't have like B-roll footage of where all these products were sitting at, but my main goal was to just finish as many products as possible. So I'm doing this update now. I think I could do one more update before like a true finale, let's say at the very end of 2025. And I think, so I have 10 empties right now. And I have a couple more products that I'm going to be, no, I have 10 products plus a couple more products to roll in to replace these 10 products and then try and get through a few more. I'm like, do I give myself a goal? I was going to say of 100, but maybe that feels a little aggressive. Should we, let's go with, I'm going to give myself a goal to finish at least 50 products before the end of the year, before I move. But if I can finish more than that, then that is great. So that's what today's video is. We're going to be going through everything that I finished up, where I'm at with the products that I was working on, whether or not I will finish those, and then I have a bunch more products to roll in. So if you're interested, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content, palette themed content, or just hanging out and chit-chatting about makeup, that is what we do over on this channel, and I hope you consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. I'm not like loving the gloss combo over the lip that I chose, but we're just gonna roll with it anyway. All right, you guys, let's start with the 10 products that I have emptied out. So I did go ahead and finish up my Hempz Sugared Banana. I know that there's still like a little bit here, but I have truly gotten everything that I possibly can out of this. Maybe I can really like slam it onto my hand and try and get this last little remaining corner out, but I am calling this an empty. I love this product. I had 2 in backup. I was so close to being done and I just needed to finish this up, which I have done. So that is exciting. I did also finish up the Naturium Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Butter. I do have another one of these still in my collection. It's not a favorite anymore, so it's not something I'll buy again when I finish, but we have an empty container and that is very exciting. There's like a little bit of oil still at the bottom, but this is an empty. More body products. I did finish up the Salt Air Pink Beach Nourishing Body Oil. This is officially an empty, which is really exciting. I would buy this again. I do have some other body oils I'm trying to get through before then, but I'm excited that that is an empty. And then I have, let's see, 1 hair care product, 2 fragrance, and 4 skincare. So I did finish up this little deluxe size of the Redken All Soft Moisture Restore Leave-In Treatment. This was okay. I definitely prefer the Redken Acetic like bonding mask if I'm looking for like a hair mask from Redken. So once I finished this, I didn't feel like it was something I needed to go buy again, but I'm excited to move another lingering deluxe size product out of my collection. The 2 fragrances I finished up, I did finish up Dossier's Woody Chestnut. I would buy this again and I would buy it again like for the fall and winter time because it is one of my favorite fall and winter scents. This is the inspired by the Replica by the Fireplace scent, which I also own and love. This one has a little bit more of like a woodsy base to it, whereas the Replica one is a little bit more sweet cinnamon. So I like having both on hand. I'm glad that I finished this up because it was truly so close to being done. Excited that it is an empty, but this is something that I will likely buy again. Maybe I'll wait until next year so I can work my way through some of my other like fall fragrances this year. Maybe that would be a smart idea, but eventually I do think I will buy that again. And then I did finish up the Kayali Maldives in a bottle. I really liked this in the beginning. Since I became super scentiverse, and this was not a favorite at the end. I really like my Maui in a bottle, which is something that I put away. I am working on it, or had rolled it into this project, but I put it away because I wanted to protect my nose and protect myself from that scent being something that I no longer liked. I'm excited to have this fragrance to move out of my collection, and this is one This is one I was like, I could see myself buying again in this size next summer. I think maybe not at this point because I think I've ruined this scent for me. But I did really enjoy this in the beginning. I am excited to have another fragrance empty that I don't have to move with me. And then the 4 skincare products I finished up. I have 2 full size, so I did finish up the Summer Fridays Heavenly 16 all-in-one face oil. I really enjoyed this product, and it's something I would potentially consider buying again. However, sometimes I just can't justify spending like $60 on a face oil when you can get like a Good Molecules one for like $10 to $15 or even less than that. So maybe I would buy this again. Maybe face oil is something in my skincare routine that I would choose or opt to save money on. I don't know, we'll see. I do have another face oil still in my collection, so I'm not needing to go out and buy one immediately. I did also finish up the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask in the mini. I do have another one of these in my collection, so maybe I'll try and, I didn't have that as a roll-in, but maybe I will also try to finish that up. I do like this product. I don't find it to be a necessity in my skincare collection, but I got this as a free gift for my birthday gift from Sephora, and so I was able to use that up. I also finished up the First Aid Beauty Resurfacing Liquid. I really enjoyed this product. First Aid Beauty, I believe, has rebranded potentially, I think, and I don't know if this product is still available. If it is, I would buy it again once I work my way through some of my other skincare products. I do love First Aid Beauty. They are one of my favorite skincare brands, and I really enjoyed this product for like a chemical exfoliant. Would return back to it once I work my way through some other skincare. And then for a physical exfoliant, I have the Goop Beauty Goop Glow. I ended up getting this in an advent calendar, and I finished this up, but it's not something that I personally feel the need to go purchase again. I don't really feel it's necessary for me to have like a physical face exfoliant in my collection. And actually, when I was grabbing all these products out, I totally forgot that I have the Dermalogica, like one that you pour out onto your hand. So I'm like, I'm good to go. I have a physical face exfoliant if I want one, so won't be needing to rebuy that. And those are my 10 empties. Now we can get into the other products that I have been working on, and I realize there's 3 fragrances I'm going to roll out. And I do have, I'm actually gonna go quickly grab a couple more fragrances to roll in to replace these. That is one thing I forgot to grab. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Also, my camera battery died, so if I've moved a little bit, that's why. I have 3 other fragrances that are very summery to me, and I was hoping to finish them before the summer ended, but scents became something I was very sensitive to beginning of July-ish, so kind of threw that out the window, and I'm gonna roll these out, and I will roll in some fall fragrances that I want to focus on, some that I think maybe I could finish before the end of the year. But I had rolled in the vacation scent. I have about like a third to a fourth of this left. I do have 2 of these, so I have another one of these. I love this scent, and I think I'll have no issue getting use out of this and finishing this off next summer, so I'm okay with setting this one aside. I also have the Kayali Maui in a bottle, which I was close to finishing up, but again, I didn't want to ruin this one for myself, so I'm okay with packing this one up to bring with me. And then finally, I have the Sol de Janeiro Danca Mistica, which I had bought a backup of. I was wearing this a ton, but again, didn't want to ruin this for myself, and I don't think it's completely ruined, but it's definitely time to put this away until next summer, this and my backup. So I'm gonna roll all 3 of these fragrances out. Not gonna be focused on those anymore in this project. Let's get into the rest of the products I had rolled in. Last update that I am still trying to work my way through. I have the Naturium Salicylic Body Wash. I am so close to being done with this. It's to the point where it doesn't pump out anymore, so I have to like physically like scrape it out. So this will definitely be done by the next update. I really enjoy this. I absolutely will buy this again. I may wait until I'm in my new residence to buy it again, just because I do have a couple other body washes I would like to finish up, but I really like this. I do struggle with ass acne, honestly. I just really do, so this helps with that a little bit. So hopefully I can finish that. This, I swear I have like 1 to 2 more uses left. I actually had used this, I had my hair down previous to putting this up. I filmed a couple other videos today, and I had put a bunch of this in my hair to give it some volume, hoping that I would finish it today. There's still just a little bit lingering, so this is definitely something that should be done by the next update as well. My Verb Ghost Dry Oil Spray, however, I don't really have hope that I'm gonna finish this year. I feel like I still have like 3/4 of this left, and this is for smoothing and frizz control, which is just not something I feel like I am like super self-conscious of, just not something I like really think to reach for that frequently. So I definitely don't know that this one is going to be an empty, but I'm gonna keep it in this project to try and motivate myself to reach for it a little bit more. A couple other hair care products I have my Rare Beauty hair and body oil, not hair and body oil, hair mist. Yes, hair and body mist. This is something that like pumps up, like the component pushes it up, and right now I am right about here. I have been using this quite a bit recently. Again, I was really careful with fragrances for a couple months there. Now I feel like I can do a little bit more. So like I have this in my hair today. I think it's gonna be close, but I definitely do think that this is something that I could finish before the end of the year. I really do like this scent. It is a really nice, just like cozy, clean sort of scent, and I think this will be really perfect for the fall time as well. So I am still hopeful that I can finish that. I am not so hopeful, but maybe, that I can finish the Briogio Banana Coconut Soft Wave Texture Spray. The reason I'm a little worried about this, and I thought some of these I'm like, I swear I had it marked, but my markings have come off. This is something that I would reach for a lot when I would do like mermaid waves, but I've cut my hair now, and I honestly haven't tried, but I don't even know if I can do like a French braid at this point in time. So I don't know how frequently I'm going to be doing waves, and that's just why I'm like, I don't know if this is going to be an empty or not. I hope so. Like, we really are getting down there, but I could see this not being an empty. This I'm getting closer and closer to finishing up. It's my Style Edit Root Concealer. I will spray this like in my hairline to help make my hairline look a little bit more hairline-y, like make me feel better about my hairline. But it's also not something I reach for on a super frequent basis, because I feel like I end up like getting it kind of like sprinkled on my forehead. Like it's not the most user-friendly, and it really can like smudge and kind of get messy on my face. So I really do have to be careful with it. The sun is like finally shining through some clouds, so if my lighting is like getting a little wonky, I apologize. I would say I have less than 1/4 of this left though, so I really do want to make an effort to have this as an empty, because I do have another product very similar to this still in my collection. So basically I have one in backup, and I definitely don't need two. I also have the Kerastase Ultimate Hair Oil. Again, I wish I had measured where I was before. I have been reaching for this quite a bit. I am right down to the bottom here. I definitely think with a little bit of effort, this is something that could be complete by the next time I update you guys, or for sure by the end of the year. So I think that this will absolutely be an empty, which will be really nice. I have several hair oils in my collection, several backups, so we could definitely move out a hair oil or two. This is another product that's so close to being done. It's the Amika Detangling Primer. I am maybe like right about here, so maybe like 1/3 of this left. It is something that smells so good. I just want to spray a little in because it smells so good. Come on. But it like gets stuck. Oh, I love the scent of Amika products so much. I actually was planning for my daughter to use this more, but she does a nice job of just like keeping her hair detangled. So I haven't been reaching for this the most, but I love the way that this smells. So honestly, I should just spray this in my hair like right after getting out of the shower, just to add a little bit of this fragrance to my hair, and I could get use out of it that way. I definitely think that I could finish this one by the next update. My e.l.f. Suntouchable. It is now expired. It actually expired this month, September. I hope that this goes live in September. If it goes live in October, I'm filming this towards the end of September. It is expired. I would say there is maybe about half of this left, and before I turned the camera on, I was like, should I declutter this? Then I sprayed it on my hand, and I was like, you know what I could try and use this as? It's just like a priming spray. It almost has like a bit of a tack to it. So I think I'm gonna try and use this as like a makeup prep step and see if I can just get use out of it that way and use it up. So I'm still gonna try and finish this before the end of the year. And then the last three products, not the last three products yet, from Maleys, I have the Be Foxy Inner Thigh Firming Cream, and then I have the Be Bouncy Boob Enhancing Gel. I have these sitting out on my, like by my on my bathroom sink, and my daughter was like laughing at these, and she was like, Mom, what is this? And I was like, girl, I don't even know. I have been trying to get use out of both of these. I also have the Clarins Body Fit, which is another thigh firming cream. This is older, so I've been using this on the thighs. This hasn't been getting as much use. I have been trying to use this, but I will say it's definitely not something I remember to reach for every day. I don't really think it makes a difference. Like I really don't think you need a special tit cream. But they did send this to me and I am trying to use it up. So my Clarins thigh cream, I feel like I have like a fourth of this left. I'd love to finish this by the next update. With a little bit of effort, I definitely could. This, I think, is gonna take a little bit more effort. I feel like I have like at least 2/3 of this, possibly even 3/4 of this left. So we'll see where we get with this, but I would love to have these moved out just because they're not like, I don't need them in my collection. Like I'm perfectly fine just putting on a regular body lotion and we're good. Okay, the final few products. I have 3 more. I have the Peach Slices Snail Rescue All-in-One Deep Moisture Cream. I was really close to finishing this and I wish I had just focused on this a little bit more. I am, again, really close. And so with a little bit of effort, this should be an empty by next update. It's a really nice moisturizer, especially for the evening time. I haven't been the best about doing my nighttime skincare every single night, but this is something that I should just use every night until it's done because it is truly such a nice moisturizer that you can use every day without clogging your pores and things like that. So this should be an empty next update. And then I have the Biosance Squalene Vitamin Dark Spot Serum. I have about half of this left. This is just another one of those products I don't think to reach for every day, but it's such a small little product. Like I really should just finish this up. So again, with a little bit of effort, this should be an empty by the next update, but we got to put that little bit of effort in, girl. And then the final product, I'm going to roll this out simply because I love this product, but I love it for spring, summer, and I don't want to use it in the winter just to like use it up when it will be perfectly fine for me to still use in the spring, summer. And I'm going to roll in actually 2 lotions to replace this one. So hopefully we still will have less lotion to move, but this is the Ouai St. Bart's body creme, and I have maybe like, maybe like a third of this left. Oh, I love the scent of this so much. It's one of those scents that like hangs on too. So it definitely is more of like a tropical, beachy spring, summer scent in my opinion. It just doesn't feel right for the season. So I am going to roll this out with a couple other products that I am rolling out, but I do have replacements. So that is everything that I shared with you guys in my introduction. Now let's get into all the products that I'm gonna be rolling in. We can start with the 2 body creams that I'm gonna roll in to replace the St. Bart's ones. I have the Fenty Beauty, the last 2 years of the Fenty Skin Butter Drops. So I have, this one is going to pain me so much to use up because I freaking love this one. It is the, what was this one? Oh my gosh, the 2 years ago one that smells like the Texas Roadhouse cinnamon butter. Oh my God, I literally, this needs to be like permanent, like, or just bring it back every holiday. I went through a full size of this and thank the Lord my sister bought this for me for Christmas as well, so I have another one. And I feel like I've been savoring this, but it will be 2 years old. 2 years old, right? Yes, 2 years old this holiday, so I should just use it up. I should give myself permission to use it. I think with a little effort, I could definitely have both of these. One of these finished by next update and then both by the end of the year. This is last year's. It's the Toasted Marshmallow. I like this one too, not quite as much as the other one. I definitely have more of this one to finish up. Also smells good too. Marshmallow can be a little bit iffy for me, just because I feel like I've mentioned this a couple of times in recent videos. When I was pregnant with Zoe, my 10-year-old now, I had the Toasted Marshmallow or Marshmallow Fireside candle from Bath & Body Works burning because that was like my favorite candle at that time. And ever since then, like marshmallow, just like the scent of marshmallow, I love marshmallows. S'mores are like my favorite dessert. The scent of marshmallow sometimes just like hits the wrong way because it brings me back to that candle. This doesn't really hit the wrong way. So I am going to try to finish up both of these. Both are really thick and ultra hydrating, which honestly I need so bad right now. Like my skin is so dry. So I am hopeful to finish both of those up. And then I also have the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is expired, but I'm using this just on my body. I have been using it on my body and I haven't noticed any adverse reactions. I do not have much of this left. I feel like honestly 3 to 4 uses all over the body and this could be an empty. I definitely am considering purchasing another one of these for winter skincare for my face. It is one of my favorite, just like unscented, no frills moisturizers that is so ultra hydrating for the face. I love this, and usually First Aid Beauty has good sets around this time of year, so I definitely might buy this again. I gotta see where I'm at with a lot of my moisturizers. Maybe I don't need to buy it this season, maybe I can wait till next, but I do love this. I highly anticipate this will be an empty by next update. Some more skincare that I'm gonna try and finish up. I have a couple more minis or deluxe sizes. So I have 2 of the Ellis Brooklyn Pro Cleansing Balms. I have this little mini, which I'm almost done with. I feel like I just like forget to reach for these because I'm always reaching for my cleansing oil that comes in just like a pump that's so much easier. But I got both of these in advent calendars last year, and I would just like to I would like to have I would like to have as few minis travel with me, move with me as possible, just because I just don't need that much stuff. I just don't need to be moving all the things. So I definitely think I could finish this one by the next time I update. And then I have one that's slightly larger in the deluxe size, which I haven't dipped into yet, and hoping to finish this before the end of the year. I have another product that I got in an advent calendar last year. It's the Agent Nature Holly Water, the Hyaluronic Pearl Rose Essence. This is fine. I just like, it's just kind of like a meh product to me. And for me, I already struggled to do my skincare, so if it just kind of feels like an extra step, it's a little hard to motivate myself to reach for it, but I feel like I'm about halfway through this, and I am just hoping I can finish this before the end of the year. I also have another advent calendar product. It's from Sunday Riley. It's the CEO 15% vitamin C. I gotta double check that I'm safe to put this one on my skin right now, but if I am, I'll try and finish this up. Then I also have my Drunk Elephant Best C9 Jelly Cleanser in the deluxe travel size. I was thinking of like holding on to this for like travel, but then I'm like, girl, let's just use up as much as we can, and if we need to buy travel size products the next time we travel, which I don't even have any travel currently like planned for, then like we can just cross that bridge when we get there. So I'm gonna try and finish this up. I have been using this most mornings just because it is a nice gentle cleanser. I don't know why I just opened it. I would estimate that I'm at least halfway through this, so I definitely feel like I can finish this one by the next update. Another product that I should have no issue finishing by the next update is the iDuty Niacinamide Brightening Cream. Oh yeah, iDuty. I'm like, I thought this was an eye cream. It is. This is a really beautiful, kind of has like this sheen glow to it, eye cream. I found this as I was cleaning underneath my bathroom sink, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how much I love this. And so I have been using this most mornings now, and as you can tell, I'm really close to being done with this. So hoping that I can have this as an empty next update. Once I get through my eye creams, I definitely would consider buying this again if they still sell it from First Aid Beauty, just because it offers such a beautiful brightening glow underneath the eyes, and I love it. I also, okay, I have 2 more skincare products, and then the rest is fragrance. 2 toners. So I have my Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. I'm getting so close to finishing this, and I'm getting to the point where it's kind of hard to get the actual liquid to come out because we're like really getting down to just like the rose petals. So I feel like I could, as long as I remember to use this every morning, I feel like I could have this as an empty next update. It's not something I personally would buy again. I would be okay just getting like the Versed Milk Toner. I like that for a morning, like gentle hydrating toner. Toners, I like having one in my collection, but it's not an ultimate necessity to me. And while I do like this product, I honestly find the like rose petals in this and just like putting this onto, I just find it's annoying to use. I do like the other one that doesn't have the rose petals a little bit more. I find that one to be a little bit more hydrating. If that one were to be on sale during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for half off, I would buy again, but I would only buy for half off. And I wouldn't do the one with the rose petals again. And then the other toner that I have is the Tatcha Essence. I feel like I've had this for quite a while and just like have been really bad about using this. I have about 2/3 of this left, so it'll take a little bit of time for me to get use out of this and finish this up. I know this is a really expensive product. I know so many people love this, but I just can't see myself spending 60, 70, or is this 90? I know this is a very expensive toner and I can't, like, toner's not something I need to be spending 50 plus even dollars on. So I don't think this is something I would buy again when I finish. And then to wrap it up, I have I have one more toner as well. I have the little cactus water toner from, I want to say this is from FAB, but I could be wrong. I believe I got this in a Sephora like favorite set, and I don't even think I've used this, one time. The little cap thing's still on there. So I don't know if I'll be able to finish all 3 toners before the end of the year. I know these 2 are like smaller sizes, so I'm hoping so, but we'll see. All right, we're wrapping it up with fragrance. I have 2 like travel size fragrances. So I have the YSL Libre Flowers and Flames, which I have this in a full size, so I'm like, girl, we can finish the travel size. I should have no problem finishing this. This is a really lovely fall fragrance in my opinion, so that I think we'll have no issues with. And then I have the Replica Jazz Club, which I have about 2/3 of this left. This one is a little bit heavier and not necessarily something I want to wear like every day to work, although I have worn this to work a couple of times and gotten compliments on it. It is just a nice fall fragrance in my opinion too, a little bit heavier. I do really love this one though. This is something that I hesitated whether or not I wanted to like use this up, but I figured like I have it, why not use it up? I can always buy another one. I don't think I would own Jazz Club in the full size, but I could definitely see myself buying a travel size again. Regardless, I think I'm giving myself permission to finish this up. I have so many fragrances, especially when we like consider all of my like small fragrances and travel. So I have so many fragrances. We do not need to be moving all the fragrances. Then I have my Fleur Vanilla Skin Hair and Body Mist. I have the mini in this, but I also have the full size. I think I got the mini in an advent calendar last year as well. This one is a really beautiful kind of sweet vanilla scent. Really nice for layering with things, especially this time of year. I do still have about 3/4 of this left. We'll see if I can finish this before the end of the year, but because I already have this in the full size, I do want to focus on trying to get use out of this and finishing that up. Another fall fragrance I am hoping I can finish before the end of the year is the Sniff Sweet Ash. This is a really nice fragrance. I'm gonna spray a little of this on. Actually a lot. Yeah, this is, excuse me. This is a really nice one. I got this during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for half off. I don't know if I would buy this one again. I feel like this is one of the ones that like I'm enjoying using. I like the smell of it, but I feel like once I'm done with this one, like I'd rather try something new and different. And I don't think I would miss this one. It's not like my ultimate favorite fall fragrance, but I still like it. I have maybe, definitely less than half of this left to use. And I feel like this is one that does go pretty quickly when I am using it. So I don't know if I could finish this by the next update, but I do think this is one I could finish by the end of the year as well, which would be nice to move another full-size fragrance out of the collection. And then one I must have finished by the next update is this one. This is the Acqua di Giorgio Armani fragrance. I have so little of this left, and while I think it's a cute bottle, it's not something I need to move with me. I enjoyed this. This is another thing I bought during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I wouldn't necessarily consider this a fall fragrance. This is more of like a clean, I feel like clean water floral sort of fragrance, but really kind of works for any time of year. It's not something that makes me feel ill when I smell it, so I just want to finish this up, get it out of my collection, and be done with it. And that is it for my update for this non-makeup but beauty project pan. I'll link more information down below. I'll track how many empties I have so far, and like I said, my goal would be to get to 50 non-makeup empties before moving and before the end of the year. So thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting me and my channel as you always do. I'd love to know in the comments below, what are some products you have recently finished off? Let a girl know. Other than that, thanks so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting me and my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.